Okay, so you've moved to Dubai and it's all very, very exciting, but you need somewhere to live. What are the things you need before you can actually start renting? So if you want to take out a long-term rental contract, I'm talking sort of a 1-year rental, you need a stamped visa, Emirates ID, and an opened bank account. So they're sort of the 3 essential things, and if you have all those 3 things, I'm assuming you want to stay in Dubai for long term, and that's great. And then you can take out a yearly rental, and then it makes your life easier once you've got a yearly rental locked in. But let's assume for a second you've just got off a flight and you don't have any of those things. What do you do? So I'll tell you my personal story and exactly what I did. So when I flew out to Dubai, I had 2 weeks in a hotel for work, and after that I needed to find my own accommodation. So for the first week I was doing all the touristy stuff, going to the beach, seeing the Burj Khalifa, eating nice food, and then after about 5 days I was thinking, oh shit, I don't have anywhere to live in 10 days or however long it was. Basically, I needed to find a short-term rental which was cheap, because when you first get to Dubai it's all very expensive because you need to pay different bills, you'll want to do different fun stuff, so it's very pricey when you first arrive over here. How did I find a property? So what I used was a site called Dubizzle, and Dubizzle is like the eBay of Dubai, so you can buy anything off there. I bought my car off there. Okay, so Dubizzle, why is Dubizzle great? So it's great if you're a young professional, or in fact anyone on a budget, because you can get short-term rentals, and also another key thing if you're on a budget is you can get short-term rentals which are part of a sort of a flat share, for example, like room sharing. So that's what I did. I went and saw about 5 different room shares in Dubai Marina, and saw 1, didn't like it, saw 2, didn't like it, and then I think on the 3rd or 4th I was like, this is the best option I've got, and I took it. So yeah, so what you can do on Dubizzle, you can just click filter, okay, I want a flat share, this is my budget, I want an ensuite, etc, etc. So yeah, that's what you do if you're first moving to Dubai and you're on a budget. You can get other hotel apartments, etc, but they are a lot pricier. So I mean, a lot of my friends, me, a lot of people all live with people when they first move here because it's cheaper. So that is something I'd recommend. But once you've got the Emirates ID, once you've got your passport stamped, and once you've got your bank account opened, I would highly, highly recommend, as soon as you've got all those 3 things, taking out a long-term rental and stop renting short-term. The reason being, short-term rentals, sort of on a month-to-month basis, are a lot more expensive than taking out a yearly contract. So I mean, if I use me for example, when I was doing month-to-month basis, I was paying 4,000 dirhams for an ensuite room, which was it was in a 9-person flat share, so I lived with 9 people when I first moved here, and it wasn't the nicest place either. Compared to when I took out my yearly contract, if you break it down on a month-to-month basis, I paid equivalent of 5,000 dirhams, and I get my own apartment, I get a marina view, and the building spec itself is a lot nicer. So that's just something to be aware of. Don't get caught in the trap of, it's easy, you've got your short-term rental, pay just on a short-term basis, because long-term is just not ideal. As soon as I could get my own place and take it out, that's what I did. And that actually saved me a lot of money, because the rents in Dubai went crazy up, and I just did it. I got to Dubai and took out my long-term rental early. So that's something I would recommend strongly if you are moving out here. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap this video up now, and yeah, hopefully that was useful.